Hey guys, welcome back to BOSKY Outdoors. This time I'm going to touch base on something I've never done before. I'm going to try hammock camping. I've always wanted to try it, seen other people doing it, watch a lot of videos, people doing it. Some people swear by it, some people swear at it, I don't know. So anyway, normally you see me wearing this hat here, but since it's 92 degrees out Fahrenheit, and with the heat index it's close to 100, so I'm not going to be wearing that right now. Anyway, what I got was I went on Amazon, just looked at a ton of them, and I do not have Amazon Prime, but I ordered this 3 days ago, and I already have it. That's just awesome. These guys are keeping up with their stuff, so I haven't even opened it yet. So hopefully this is what I'm thinking it is, because I ordered a hammock. I haven't ordered anything else, so I am going to open this up and see what it looks like. And maybe sharpen my knife. It is definitely a hammock. Alright, so the one I chose, since I've never done this before, I didn't want to go all out and spend a ton of money on something that I just might not like. So this one here, it's supposed to be for people, I mean normal size to me, normal. I live in the United States, is I'm 5'11", I weigh around 200 pounds, and I wanted to make sure that I got one that had the mosquito net built onto it. I don't need it to come off. You know, if I wanted a hammock to just lounge around, I have a cloth one that I've had for years, and that one is very comfortable. So it's got instructions with it, and it is Covacure brand. I've never heard of it, but it's supposed to have the straps that have the little loops every, 10 inches or whatever, so you can choose it. And I've seen some reviews on other ones where they got it and the straps did not have those loops. So let's see what we got here. Okay, alright, well, it does have a lot of loops here at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the rest of it does not, except for the end, which you would wrap around the tree and pull it through itself. So I am going to check this out, see how it is. It does come with some stretchy rope for the bug netting, and the bag is attached to the hammock. So far this is pretty cool. I like the color. Seems like a pretty heavy duty. I heard some of them are pretty wimpy. And that, and the netting, very fine netting. I got some bug nets that go over your head that are the same stuff, and this is really fine, so I'm liking that. And here's the zippers for it, so you can get in and out. And it's got the carabiners on each end. Very nice. They're heavy duty. They're not like some cheap thing that you'd put your keys on. They're nice carabiners. So I'm going to set this up and see how it works, because to be honest, I wasn't sure how much I wanted to spend, and maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but it looks like I'm really going to like this thing, and it was under 27 bucks. So I'm going to set this up between those two trees over there, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, these are pretty big trees, so I'm gonna try to go around just this one branch of the tree, and same with the other one. So if these aren't long enough for it, if they're not long enough for it, then I'll have to add, I'll use like a tie down strap, and I wouldn't hold that against the product, because you're not going to find trees. I'm not going to find trees like this out in the wild that I'm going to hook up a hammock to camping. So anyway, these are just my maples in my backyard. So we'll try the other one now. I'll put this one on the first one since it's so close to the tree, and then I'll adjust it using the other ones. So I'm going to adjust this side here because I have all this room here for adjustment. You know what it says, if you need to go even further, you can make a knot if the trees are closer together. And I think that's kind of hard to tell the angle with the wind blowing. It's so hard, it's like a sail right now. I think a little more should do it. I think that's going to be pretty good right there. I'm always a little leery about getting into a hammock for the first time. Because one time I had an old hammock set up here. It was a cloth one, and I was using the tie-down straps. They were kind of old tie-down straps, and my wife was in it, and then I got in it, and the strap broke, and boom, we hit the ground. And when you're not ready for it and you drop 2 feet to the hard ground, it kind of hurts. So, all right, I'm gonna try this out. You can do it both ways. You can set up the net, the bug net, with those other straps that came with it. Or you can turn it upside down and use it like a regular hammock. And I'm going to try that right now before we go through the hassle of setting her up. Oh yeah, this is nice. I don't feel like, I don't know why, but I don't feel like maybe it looks like it on camera, but I don't feel like I'm laying like a banana. I'm trying sideways a little bit. That's how they say to sleep in a hammock. Yeah, it's a little small for doing that, but it's not a double hammock. So kind of wish it was a little wider for doing that, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way it is this way. Let's set up the bug net. I think this is going to work great. The two zippers, they come together. I mean, and there's no gap in between the two. That works out really well. Since I had such large trees and they're far away, the strap on this side is way longer than this side here. This side worked out okay. I think what you're supposed to do is this is supposed to go around the tree, and it would give you a little more separation up here maybe, but it's not long enough for that, and this side was definitely not long enough. So that's why I had to take an extra piece of rope and just extend it, make an extension for it. And I just put a loop on one end, put it around the tree, put it through itself, and came down to where I needed it, and I put in another loop. Now that could change depending on how large the tree is, you know, small or big. So I have no problem using this piece of rope just for this. So I can tie another loop here, here, and here, and just keep using it for that, and use whichever loop I need to, just like you do with the strap on the ends for hanging the hammock itself. I just don't want too much tension on this. You just want enough to hold it up in the air, because it's pulling on that screen, and the screen, it's not like really heavy duty where it can take a lot of pulling pressure on it before it rips off. So I just wanted enough to hold it up there, and it seems to hold it pretty good. I am very happy with this hammock so far. I laid in it and I was pretty comfortable. I'm a side sleeper. My wife would probably disagree with the snoring I do, but I'm a side sleeper, and I was laying at a little angle and I turned on my side, and I'd have been really comfortable if I had a pillow, you know, which you would need anyway, and it seemed really nice. So I think I'm going to be happy with this. I thought about just making some spreaders for this with some sticks, but once you're inside, it doesn't really bother you, you know. And I can see the advantage of having this mosquito net on in the middle of the winter. Obviously it's a net, it's not going to hold in a lot of heat, but when I got in there, I could feel, I mean, it was way hotter inside there than it was just standing out here. Well, for one, the sides, I'm not getting the wind at me, but this does hold in some heat. And once you put in set up a tarp that goes over it, the lower you have the tarp, the more heat it's going to retain for you to keep warm in the winter. Maybe an under quilt, or one that goes all over, or even a mattress inside, something to help keep you warm in the winter. I just didn't want to go that route yet, because I'm still not 100% sure on camping with this thing. But so far, this thing weighs less than 2 pounds. I mean, a tent with stakes and the poles. I mean, the tent I got probably weighs 10 pounds. You know, it's an older tent, but it probably weighs a good 15 pounds, I think it was. I weighed it. And I know I can get smaller tents than that, but I'm going to spend way more money on a new tent than I did this thing here. So I went up to the Boundary Waters 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you know where that is, northern Minnesota. Awesome place to go camping. We went up there, and me and my wife set up our tent that we've had for probably 25 years. It's a beautiful tent. I won't say the brand. Never had a problem with it, but being that old, it rained, and we were on kind of a hill, and all that water was coming down the side of that hill underneath our tent, and the whole floor was soaking wet. With this, I wouldn't have had that problem. So another advantage right there. So anyway, so thanks for watching. Hope this helped you out at all. Like I said, it's a Covacure brand. It was like $26.99 on Amazon right now. Anyway, that's what I got it for. They only had a couple left, and that, so they're probably selling pretty good. I'm 5'11", 5 foot 11 inches tall, and I weigh around 200 pounds. So, and this thing had no problem holding me up. And it'll probably pull your boat just fine too if you had a sailboat. All right, you guys take care. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'd appreciate it. See you next time on the trail.